Hey everybody, obviously I'm not here today. I'm in Chicago learning how to be an even more awesome teacher than I am now. So if you're following with this video, we'll pause it, you guys will do some things, and then we'll come on back together once again, kind of back and forth. So to begin, you guys have some bar work to identify, and you have to identify all those muscles and bones on the picture. So for example, I believe, if my memory is correct, the muscle in your eyelids, that's the orbicularis oculi, so you're going to label that D. So I'm going to have you take probably about 10 minutes. I do want you to work on your own to see if your flashcards are correct on this. So do the entire page and use your flashcards, and then we'll come on back and see how well you did. So take some time and pause the video. Good luck. And we are back. Now, that probably was a little tough just because, well, you're still learning these things. This is kind of your first go at all of this stuff. So here we go. I said we already did here the closing the eyelid muscle, orbicularis oris. So let's go back to the beginning, and if I called on any of you, I'm sure you give me all the right answer. Right here is the sternocleidomastoid, very powerful neck muscle. Moving up above that is the temporalis, B. Frontalis would be like your forehead, which makes the little crease when you push your eyebrows up. Orbicularis oculi, we did. The kissing muscle is orbicularis oris, E. The masseter, it's the strong muscle used for chewing, is F. The trapezius, you can only see the top of it here. It starts at the top of your neck and goes down the middle of your back. So these are all the, let's see, where's my pointer? Oops. From here on down to the trapezius are all muscles. And the rest of these are going to be bones. So then we have the parietal bone, which is here, letter H. The occipital in the back, letter I. The mandible would be your lower jaw, J. And the zygomatic would be the bone right kind of underneath that muscle, letter K. Let's look at the facial and cranial bones and muscles. Now if we go on to the next one right away. Oops. Okay, here we go. Rectus abdominis. Let's see. I always lose my pointer here. Rectus abdominis is right here, A. Serratus anterior, this one was a little bit tougher. This is B, kind of on the side of your body in the armpit region. Those are both muscles. The clavicle, collarbone, so up here. Pectoralis major is your chest muscles, letter D. Sternocleidomastoid again, E. Deltoid, where we get our vaccinations, the shoulder muscle, helps to raise your arm, where the serratus anterior brings your arm closer to your body. Deltoid would be, oh, that wouldn't be D. D for deltoid, that would be F. Intercostals, this one was tough. Intercostals means in between, so it's muscle in between your ribs to help you breathe. It's G. Manubrium is a bone right here. So it's kind of like right there. This is the sternum, and the xiphoid process is here, and our humerus is here. So that's a look at just some of the muscles and bones that you will need to eventually know come the new year, 2014. So here's the plan for the rest of class. Now, you guys are going to be creating the most awesome bone and muscle video of all time. And so you guys have a Google Doc that's already shared with you called Movement and Motion the Musical. So basically, let me just show you an example of what that looks like, and then we'll talk about it. So let me get that video up for you. All right, so here's an example of a video using Eminem's song Lose Yourself. And you're going to see some good things, and you're going to see and hear some not so good things. So here we go. This is a great piano intro, by the way. Here it is.
Look, these things in my body, white, and it's dirty. It attacks all your little organs and muscles. Ain't it? It's so far.
The bones are heavy, the routes are body, you got too much of this space that ain't doing right. This ain't something, you know, arms and hands. Come on. I'm not forgetting young Flynn, one that all the things the coffins. Get those that comes. It's funny how it's humorous now. I'm
Yeah, back to the ass, you know, it was the brain, you know, real God, it's a real song, man, if you own the money, God, it's a fun, God, so you know how I trust the ass, my heart, my lungs, I know, that's one with the kids, the birds out there, back to the guns, yeah, all 236, and so that's a good system,
There is a system, it supports, it protects, it creates, it stores extra material, it makes the blood cell, able to survive and fit. They help movement in your lifetime.
The system is going to protect and create, destroy extra material, and creates the blood cells. Even if you grow, they help you move in your lifetime. Look amazing in the bone marrow in the middle of you from my personal take.
Moving bones through my life together, support, shape, and falling on the floor. That's the third part. It's got more than work all around. It's going to protect all the head to
Joints.
make sure it ain't fun. Last for extra, you don't use the yeah, if you react, there is power. These reactions help you know hot products got glycol all of them.
Now, let me go back to the PowerPoint, so give me a second. And we'll pause the video and we'll come back. Okay, we're back. So that was an example of kind of a mediocre video. You can see that they sampled the song, but you can also write your own song if you really want to. And they had a chorus and they had some verses. And so what we're going to do is I'm actually going to open this Google Doc. And this is all shared with you guys, so you can kind of follow along on this Google Doc as well. And so basically it's going to go through the different requirements for this song. So let me zoom in a little bit. So first of all, like I had mentioned, you can use a pre-made track like that example, or you can create your own song if you really want to. And it's going to tell the story of the muscles, the bones, and the joints of your assigned region. So we've got the core right here. We've got the arm region, the head and neck region, back and pelvic girdle, and finally the leg. So you'll be assigned a particular area of the body to write your song or to write your lyrics for. It's got to be at least over 1.5 minutes, but no longer than 4, give or take. You have to have 2 verses and 1 chorus, and that's the minimum. You can have more than 2 verses, but at least 2. You obviously have to be very clear in your lyrics, unlike one of the rappers in that example. He's a little mumbled. And then when you come back from break, no exceptions for you guys, it's Friday, January 3rd. We are going to present these live. Well, I shouldn't say all live. If you want to do live, you can. Or you can have a pre-recorded presentation. All I ask is that somewhere you have to have your lyrics up as you're presenting them. And in addition, we want you guys to teach the class about your region of the body. So you're going to provide a graphic organizer for your classmates to fill out during your presentation. And this isn't like let's fill in the blanks for the lyrics. It isn't multiple choice. It isn't something as simple as true false. Maybe it's a Venn diagram, or maybe it's a flow chart, or maybe it's a T-chart. We've got lots of examples of graphic organizers that I can show you when I come back on Friday. So what we're going to do now that you have the requirements is essentially going to pick the region of the body that you'd like. So we're going to go like this. You can work solo or you can work in pairs. That's it. And let's see, what we're going to have you do, let me think about exactly the best way. As soon as you have a partner, let the sub know what option you'd like to do, and we're going to go like this. Essentially, the first person up there gets first dibs, second group, second dibs, and so on, but I need to have at least 2 groups doing every option. Okay? So if you snooze, you lose. Figure out who you're going to work with or solo, and then the instructor will just jot down your group's name and which option you choose. So we make sure that we have a bunch of different options. So when we present these, you're all not listening to a song about the head and the neck. And you know what? Actually, if we could have a student even do that on a Google Doc and share it with me, that'd be awesome as well. So whatever works best for you guys is great. And so after that, you are essentially brainstorming with your partner what you're going to do. And I'm sorry I won't get to check off your flashcards or return your tests. That will be on Friday when I come back. So if you didn't finish those flashcards, you got an extra day. Otherwise, I think that's about it. So I'll be really excited to hear what you guys come up with, and happy songwriting.